Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Teddy, your friendly neighborhood gaming bear himself. Today, we're playing Hole. I got this game a little while back. I've got about 11 hours logged in. But I decided to restart because I want to make a video series on it. I want to play it and I want to show you guys what this game's about. Because I think it's a great game that needs a little more love. A little more recognition out there, you know? It is a single-player extraction shooter with like some liminal elements, and it's a little creepy at times with just how quiet and empty it can be. And it's got great gunplay. It's fast, but it's also just like it's got a lot of tension that builds whenever you play this game. So let's go ahead and let's just get into it. Faces. Ooh. We're here in the hub area. Got nothing going on right now. So let's go ahead and pick up this pistol, reload it, load that bad boy up. Boing, 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 boing. Okay. I might be a little bit manic, a little bit jittery, and I apologize. I recorded this already. I recorded like an hour of this. An hour of gameplay, of talking, of all this just good stuff, in my opinion. I had a really, really intense firefight that lasted like 10 minutes straight. It was during a single run, and once the guns came out and the bullets started flying, it just did not stop. I was running around, I was dodging dragon's breath rounds, like... It was probably some of the coolest gameplay I've ever gotten. And unfortunately, I have the audio, but none of the video. At some point, apparently 5 to 6 seconds within the recording just stopped. I didn't get notified, and it's just gone. Every single bit. It's all gone. Nothing. I couldn't find a way to get any of it back. So, we are starting over. I had to go and update some drivers. I had to go and mess with some settings because I ultimately still don't really know why it happened. I just have a lot of guesswork. And unfortunately, my guesswork right now is that Steam... with its crappy recording system, just absolutely started screwing with my recording software, without me realizing it. And I think that's why I lost all my footage, because messing with Steam settings and turning off the ability to record and stuff, has made this actually start recording properly and working again. So unfortunately, I gotta blame Steam in this scenario. Steam made me lose about an hour of gameplay, simply because its recording software wasn't playing friendly with mine. And I didn't even have it enabled or on. Like, I had it on the settings where it's like the only way it records and the only way it does anything is if I turn it on and if I actively, manually do it. But it didn't matter. So I had to just go and turn it off completely, disable everything about it, and just hope that this works and this comes out a lot better than I think it will. But enough complaining. There's going to be plenty of time for me to complain. Never mind. Back to complaining. I was gonna say there's gonna be plenty of time for me to complain as these bastard masks just start taking me out left and right because they just happen to hit the nastiest headshots every now and again. I've been shot from the opposite end of an entire hallway. I'm talking like I pop out the corner here, guys all the way over there, bop, single shot, dead. I'm just like, okay. Every now and again we get like Deathstroke level accuracy from these enemies, and I just kind of have to deal with that. Speaking of dealing with it, here we are, strolling through an office building. We don't really have a goal right now other than get money, get data, and survive. In whole, you don't really have like armor and like ammo types and a bunch of items you gotta pick up, and you don't have a backpack or anything like that. It's just you have your inventory, which consists of your main weapon and a secondary weapon. Right now all I have is the pistol, so it's the secondary. It's got some attachments, and you have like these instances where you go into the levels to go and fight, extract with money, extract with data, and if you extract, you get the rewards. If you don't extract, you only get like, I think it's like 10% of whatever you find and get in the round. So like, you still make progress and you're still gonna be earning money ever so slowly, but it clearly pays to actually make it out of here alive. These enemies are like these weird faceless masked people. They look humanoid, but they don't act it, especially considering that our character literally looks like a human. You know, standard skin color. He's not like a green person or a hyper yellow or hyper red looking person. He's just a person. And it looks like he's up against a bunch of weird, I just call them masks because I don't really have or found, I don't really have or have found a name for these enemies. They're just people with masks, and they talk like Sans from Undertale. But for some reason, they also remind me of the Heaven Smile from Killer 7. Just because they're all in suits, and there's a weirdness about them. They don't speak English or any language that I can decipher. It's just a bunch of like it's not like the Star Fox characters from the Super Nintendo.
Damn it.
And sometimes they charge at you, sometimes they run in really weird, like, kind of like jarring types of animations and movements. So I'm just gonna blicky. Jamie, look at that thing. That's not a human. It's a creature. A strange creature. Up to nefarious actions. Anywho. We're just here. We're fighting. We're just gunning people. Oh god, not that thing again! No! Kick the shit out of you, you fucking nerd. Die! Don't just shoot me in the back. Gotcha. So yeah, I had done like, I want to say like 5, maybe 6 runs, and I hit a decent point, unlocked a weapon, and I had this whole thing going on. The last run that I did was super intense. There were bullets everywhere, enemies all over my ass, and it was dope fighting them all off and barely surviving and making it to the inside. And I have to hope that I can recreate or hopefully get just as cool of a moment in this replay. Oh god! Always rack your gun before you turn a corner. What happened to reloading before you go to the next area? James Bond taught you this, Garcia. He taught you this. Oh! Yes, I get tactical advice from video games. that one tip in 007 Nightfire, I have carried into my adulthood. Gotcha. Okay. We're sliming out right now. We were kind of slipping and sliding and just going. I don't know where the exit is. I don't know how to get out right now. But it won't matter if I don't make it. Oh! Damn. I'm talking about like a single shot hit me in the back of the head. No, dunzo, son. Dunzo. So as you can see, that was a great run. I honestly should have just been looking for the exit and not for a fight. Because as you can see, I've got nothing now. I went from almost 7,000 in both aspects to nothing. So we're just gonna run it back. We're gonna get right back to it. Do it again. I gotta say, I love the simplicity. Oh god, not fucking again, dude, not again! Fuck off, you red son of a bitch. Without looking at it first. Like I said, don't push the door unless you look at it. Get off me. Get off. Get away. I hate these dudes. I don't lie. I hate those baby face pieces of shit in particular. Blue face, baby. Yeah, yeah. There it is. Alright, we're going extract. Something's down, man. I need to stop pushing my luck and take a breather. There we go. Down the hole we go, and we extract. Whew. Alright, 18, wave 4, not bad. 2 of those stupid baby-faced bastards. Love to see it. We got some money, we got some data. Let's head back to the base. Alrighty, we're back. We're back. Let's go ahead and build this. Yeah, this like weird like simulation aesthetic that we got going on, where like I'm actively seeing like the building blocks like assembling themselves like that. I really like it. I like it a lot. I think it's cool. And here we go with our tasks. We got some tasks here. We got the location for the tasks and the tasks themselves. So we got, face collector, which is just collect the masks from the enemies. They're all in the office, and we'll get some money, and we'll also get a key if we complete all these. So let's go ahead and keep it moving, shall we? Son of a bitch. Whatever. You're waiting for certain things to spawn. If I had just focused there, I might have actually gotten it. Okay. No more bullshit. Time to lock the fuck in. How are you? Whew, there we go. My lord. Sorry about that, folks. I just immediately just locked in and just needed to go. That's what I'm talking about, though, you know? This game, it finds its claws and it just grabs you and it's like, nope, you're stuck here now. And man, like, it is just a blast. Like, when you finally start getting into your groove and you're fighting off the enemies and you're and you're ducking and you're moving, like, it feels good. When you're just tearing ass through the facilities and just taking out enemies left and right, you feel awesome. You really do. Alright, so we're catching up to the spot that I was at last time. I'm gonna go ahead and get this, because this, ta-da, is our shooting range. I love this little animation. I love it. Satisfying. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Shooting range set up. I've got a little bit of shmonies, I have a little bit of data. Let's go ahead and run it back immediately. I blew up at the eggs. So, after completing those tasks, we now have the key to the office. And if I remember correctly, that opens up a set of doors that lead you to this computer. you gotta get what's on that computer off and out. What do you think all these CDs and USBs and stuff have on? I like to think it is the highest quality rip of Jamiroquai's best hits. Didn't like that joke, I don't think. Like, just imagine if you pick up one of those CDs and it's just like, you fought through hell to get this out of here. Better have been worth it. And then they play it, and then all you hear is just, this is the return of the space cowboy interplanetary. I'm trying to vibe here. No! Oh, hey, look, this is where the locked, this is where the key goes. I didn't realize this place was just covered in paper. Why did you shoot the TV, Big Bear Man? I'll tell you. It's because those TVs are schizophrenia TVs. What's a schizophrenia TV, you may ask? You'll see. Wow, right on cue. Where is it?
Get them. They're stealing all the tennis balls.
I hate this one. That's the worst, like, schizo vision that the TV gives you, because I can't see a damn thing when that happens.
Sorry, no refunds, ma'am.
No, dude, all of those bullets fucking missed. I know this is a single player game, not gonna lie. I would love to see like a co-op aspect, or maybe just like a co-op version of this pop up. Like, let me do extraction shit with a friend. Let's just make a co-op PVE only, and I'll be down. And it's not that like, oh, I think PvP is bad. It's just, in the extraction shooter genre, I think they lean way too heavily into the PvP aspect of things, and more often than not, the PvE is often left behind, or it is just so bare minimum that the only reason it really is even there is so that the multiplayer aspect isn't simply just PvP. It feels like it's there for the sake of necessity and not for the sake of actual entertainment. And in a game like this, they are just highlighting it. They're highlighting the PvE aspect. They're highlighting the fact that, no, this is what the game is. This is what it's about. And I don't see why this kind of game doesn't work on a bigger scale. You know? Give me some sick, awesome, super fun, like, co-op maps and co-op opportunities to just, like, I'm trying to explain, like, why I love, oh, you know what? I'll tell you why. Do you guys remember when Call of Duty tried chasing the extraction shooter genre? They had a mode, and it was called DMZ. Now, a friend of mine and I fell in love with DMZ because to us it was just a way better version of what the Spec Ops mode was supposed to be in that game. And we could go in, we could enjoy ourselves, we could kill stuff, we could loot, we could level up our guns, level up our, like, account. It was great. It was everything we wanted. You know, we could raid these fucking strongholds with, like, you know, 10, 15 enemies all fighting us, and then once we get into the stronghold and start taking it, then oh shit, there's a helicopter coming in, and more dudes are swarming us, and we felt like lone operators going on like clandestine Black Ops missions where, you know, you look like an action movie, like the crew's small but the mission's big. And it was probably some of the best gameplay out of the modern Call of Duties that I had gotten in a long time. Was just playing DMZ with my friend, dropping in and having to fight our way through this big ass fucking map where, yeah, there were players, but more often than not, we did not run into them. And if we did, those players were caught up in like 4 different firefights with the NPCs, and it told us like, oh, there's people over there, or it was, oh shit, there is a big ass fight going on. Where was it? Right, DMZ. So it was some of the best like experience that I had with Modern Warfare 2 reboot. It was fucking awesome. I loved it. Being able to go in, having the ability to take in like higher level armor, or, you know, being able to like work up to unlocking the ability to take in custom weapons, and, you know, going in and having to make do with whatever you could find, going in with only a pistol, like it was fun. I do recall several runs where me and my buddy JP, when we were playing, I'm trying to remember what had happened. We either got really unlucky during an extract and some players ambushed us, or we had just gotten really unlucky and like gotten killed by a gang of NPCs that swarmed us. But we had just come up with a nasty loss. You know, we lost our gear, we lost a whole bunch of shit. So, but it was like the start of the day. We were really, really not in the mood to just stop playing right away. So we hopped right back in with level 1 armor. I think each of us had a singular pistol, and that was it. We dropped in with nothing, dude. And I remember just how intense that round was, because we landed in a really bad spot and ended up like getting rushed by 2 swarms of NPCs. And all we have are pistols, you know? And some of these NPCs actively have armor. So there was a point where we had to kind of take cover, hide up on a stairwell, and we basically had to take these soldiers out one at a time, with both of us focusing fire on whatever soldier popped into the room first, you know? First dude pops around the corner and it's just like, alright, unload, and we just both start fucking ba 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 ba. Pistol fire all over the place. And we dropped the first dude. And so we're popping these dudes, you know, each of us training on a single dude, taking him out, and the next dude popped into the room and we're mid-reload. And I remember I jumped up, ran at this guy, and essentially kind of took cover behind the door right next to him. And as soon as I did that, he turned to shoot me. And I remember just like, you know, just being like, yep, this is it. This is it. Runs over. Like, we need to get the fuck off the game today. Like, we just got told no. We lost all our shit, and then we got instantly dogged on. But no. I get behind this door, and then I watch JP just run up behind this dude. He assassinates the NPC. Does a cool little like execution move on him with a pistol. You know, like the cool little like melee moves you would get in multiplayer. But you could do that on the soldiers in that mode, which is super sick. Made a lot of the fights really cinematic when you know, you're gunning a bunch of dudes down, and one dude pops into your room, you shoot him in the leg, get behind him, and then just absolutely dominate him with a cool execution. Anyway, he executes the soldier. I pick up the gun that I pick up one of the guns that the soldiers drop. He grabs the other, and then we cleared out the rest of the base with these dog shit SMGs and our pistols. Afterwards, we were able to scrounge up like in-game money. We bought armor. We were able to get our hands on. One sec. We were able to get our hands on our weapons again. It was cool. And it was just like we came from nothing, immediately built ourselves back up, got into a nasty ass firefight, and came out on top. Oh, shit. No! Get the fuck! What the fuck, dude? I fucking kicked her! No way! Oh my fuck. Sorry, y'all. I'm being fucking tested by the Lord today. Oh my goodness. Fuck! And I think this game is a great example of why I think extraction shooters should look into the possibility of simply doing a PVE mode for their game, if not releasing a PVE only experience like this one. Because, like, I'm probably never going to get tired of this. I'm more than likely going to be able to come back and play this whenever. And I know that as soon as I start getting upgrades, like, this is going to feel so much better. But, you know, like, this kind of game is going to generate the exact same kind of thrill, the exact same kind of frustration that I think any other extraction shooter right now can and will provide. Obviously, like, what sets this game apart from the others is that its art style is different. It's a lot simpler in terms of, like, how the game plays and what systems are important in the game, how it handles, how it feels. But I dare say, like, watching somebody play this, I think, is probably just as fun as watching somebody try to play a game like Tarkov or fucking, what's the other one that people are playing a lot right now? Delta Force or something? Like, yeah, this game isn't like the most realistic looking. It's not the super high fidelity graphics that a lot of people are chasing, but I think it offers a solid experience. It's challenging, feels good, and it's really fun. And I think that other PvE games can follow suit by just, you know, sticking to a style, sticking to a, you know, a fun mechanic, and just making sure that your game feels, runs, and is good. Okay, no more bullshit. We're getting the fuck out of here. Yep, we're done. Bye-bye. Oh my lord, that was rough, man. And I'm just like so fucking irritated that the goddamn fucking I don't know if I'm ever gonna get gameplay as good as I got earlier today before my goddamn recording software just shit the bed, and ugh, it was so good, you guys. It's so good. It was so fucking good. At least I completed all of the goddamn tasks. Unlocked new weapon. Oh god, at least all that struggle was fucking worth it. Yes. Thank you. Give me a gun. There we go. And give me some max health. Beautiful. I drank it. Yummy. Yay. I've unlocked the ability to go find weapon attachments. I can customize my guns. I just got a new gun. I upgraded my health. I'd say that all that struggle, all of that fucking yelling and dying and crying and lying and shitting and pissing and blah, 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 everything was worth, I'm here, and I know that when I go back into that office, I am going to kick ass. I am going to drop kick and elbow drop the shit out of every single one of those heaven smile looking masked bastards. Anywho, this has been the first installment of Whole. If you guys want to see more, let me know. I'm more than likely going to post more because I just like this game, and I think it'll be a fun little series that I can put out that's not going to be too, I guess, hard for me to record and hard for me to really do anything with. That, and let me get some confidence up because, as you can see, I'm not exactly the greatest at some games, and it's nice to be able to play a game that challenges me, but I can also still, feel like a badass every now and again, I don't know if that makes any sense or if it even really matters, but thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe, share to your friends, let everybody know what you're feeling. Remind yourself to talk to someone you care about, tell somebody you love them, and never stop believing, never stop having hope, and never give up. The world's tough out there, and it'd be a lot tougher without people like you in it. So, thanks for sticking around, everybody. I'm Teddy, the bear himself. I'll catch you guys next time.